What's up, mother foxers? Okay, man, we're gonna be putting some sound deadening in the old whore here. And here you go. Sound deadening right here. See, you know, there's all kinds of brands out there, guys. I've gone over this before. I've used Dynamat, which is like the premium name and the most expensive. For the amount I bought of this, you can get the same amount for Dynamat, I think, at about 150, 60, 70 bucks right now. This cost me like 38 bucks. It's the same crap. It's got a butyl lining and like a metal backing here, like a foil backing, and it's just in different thicknesses, but it's the same shit. So I mean, if you want to spend the money, go for it. But this stuff here, I must have ordered the wrong thickness. This is kind of thin, so but whatever, we'll use it. Pretty good stuff. It's the stuff that's on the floor in there, if you can see down there. But and then there's something you got that this stops vibration of metal mostly. I mean, it is a sound deadener, I guess you could say, but it mostly stops vibration. This is the real deadener right here. Now, Dynaliner is the same exact thing, except this cost me, I don't know, 20 bucks. A roll of Dynaliner will cost you, shit, I don't know, probably close to 100 bucks, 50 bucks, something like that. I don't know, but the same stuff. So it's just a rubbery foam that helps with deadening. I plan on putting this down and putting this over it, and then this is going to be the insulation to the side to replace this nasty crap. That's about a ½ an inch, but this is about, I think that's 3/8. But yeah, I should have fun putting this up there. So I'm looking forward to that. I mean, this stuff will go in easy enough, but yeah, I don't know if I want to get any real good camera angles for this. It's kind of dark in there as well, so anyway, let me get going on it. Can you see me back there? I got my big light on here, so this should be pretty easy, man. It's just peel and stick. It's not like it's freaking rocket science. And you don't really got to fill up these whole panels, so I don't think that's what I'm going to do here. But if you hear this now, in just a matter of seconds here, I haven't rolled it down or anything, but now you stick that little bit on there. Here's a big difference there, man. That's what I'm looking for. And just hearing, I mean, this is on this whole piece now, so it's silencing this over here too. So like I said, you don't need a whole lot of this stuff on. And I will roll this on, guys. I'm just kind of sticking them up here because this is an awkward place to be putting this stuff up above your head like this. Look at that. Isn't that freaking crazy? Laying down on the job. Sometimes that's what it requires, because I'm in a whore. Yeah, buddy. Shout out to Mr. Mach 1. Yeah, buddy. Listen to that shit, huh? That's awesome. That's just incredible. But the other thing now we gotta worry about is this thing. Okay, gang. There we are. And I hope I don't get you all weirded out by this angle, but as you can see, I got little pieces on this over here. You can see it. There we go. And the reason why I did that, I do a little knock test I like this little piece here. I did a knock, then I put that on there, but I don't push it down very much so I can peel it back off. And then I put it on there and did another knock, and it sounded a little more solid, so I'm like, okay, I'll leave it there. And then I came over to this area here and did the same thing. But then when I put it on there and knocked, it didn't have any, there was no difference. So I was like, okay, I'll take that piece and I'll put it down here, you know, where I do hear a difference. So that's how I do it. Now, if you were to cover up every single little inch of this, yeah, it's gonna be better. But I'm not going for like zero sound. I mean, you're never gonna do that anyway. But you could suppress, I guess, more sounds, but I don't think that's going to make a big difference because it sounded the same when I put a square there. But like I said, you cover it all up, it'll make a big difference. But that's about all I'm going to do. And then right there too on this side, I did put a little bit down here on these. Those are kind of, I mean, they're pretty solid when I knocked on it, but then I put those two on there and it was better. So I did put one on here, knocked on it, still sounded like that, so I pulled it off. Yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get this other stuff. I think what I'm gonna do is just cut a piece to cover this whole area here, not overlapping this here, just to cover area here and an area here. But I also, like I said, I bought that stuff not knowing how much I would use, or I guess I could say how efficiently I could use it and how far it would go. So if I do this, I may need to buy some more to do the sides there, because this is basically, that stuff I showed you is taking the place of that nasty meshed garbage that they stick in here, that stuff down there. So I think it'll do a better job. Now I gotta go on the other side. Getting off center here, dude. Fire the guy who freaking started this thing. There you go. Oh, let's see. Both those are about 17, man. And that roll was folded up. Was 39 or 40 inches, and you got about 37 from each side to side here, not including the little area you can stuff things down in. I just left it. So got another 17-inch piece. All right. I can do this like this. Oh, this is comfortable now. This, I thought back here was going to be a pain in the ass, but it's kind of comfortable sitting here like this. These $80 seats are feeling pretty good, man. $80 halos, man. Sometimes you can find deals on the marketplace. Get this freaking PSA backing off this thing. There we go. There we go. This might take a little bit of finesse in here to begin with. The last one did. Trying to get something with a sticky backing inserted. Inserted in this whore's hole here. Ain't going like I want it to. First time getting it in the hole. Alright. It's comfortable laying here doing this, but this is kind of not like I planned. We have to torque this the other way there. Get the The reason why I'm not pulling that completely off there, guys, is I don't want to have this stuff stick in a spot and I can't get it back off. It does pull off a little bit, but I don't need to stick in other stuff. I gotta get that wire out of there. There we go. And you guys may be wondering, you know, if you're the foam guy, why didn't you get some foam to do this with? I could have. This is made for automotive use, this stuff, so I'm sure it's got some fire retardant properties in it. We have one kind of fire retardant material at work. And I could have cut it, but I would have had to put PSA on it. I got plenty of that too. Even more aggressive stuff than this. You won't get that stuff off. But problem being is I don't want to go ahead and start cutting into our PSA. That stuff is expensive. It's one thing if we had some stuff that was already together, like this egg crate stuff you see here. I'll show you in a minute. That stuff was just laying around, so I grabbed it, and it is the fire retardant foam that we have, but I decided not to do that because I didn't want to have to go fetch PSA, man, use it on this, when I could buy something it's pretty cheap. I'll look up the price on this, guys. It wasn't terribly expensive. I may have enough left to do over here. I'm not sure, but so far. Listen to that, man. Isn't that freaking cool? Thumbs up this way. Going down here. I'm going to get the scissors and cut that and do what I did over here. So, alright, there's the, what you guys would call egg crate foam. I call it convoluted. It's, that's that fire retardant stuff I said. We just had it laying around. I got some upstairs. They were just throwing it away a few years back, and I picked it up, put it in black cherry bomb, and I put it in here too. It helps. That helps a lot, actually. I noticed that in black cherry bomb compared to black sunshine. So, but yeah. So that's the stuff I was talking about. And then here we go. Everything's done. And listen to that. Isn't that crazy? There's a buzzing noise where it's coming from this thing, where you screw the light in there. So, but. Pretty cool. Alright, so there you go, guys. That's something important people should know about when they look at sound deadening and Dynamat and this Noico stuff. With that butyl on it, that stuff stops vibrations. Yes, it does deaden sound, but it stops vibrations mostly, makes things sound more solid. It's only until you put that other stuff that I call the Dynaliner stuff, the foam stuff, on it, that's up there on top of the car there, is when you truly get sound deadening. So just remember that when you do that. I've been messing with this stuff in 3 cars now, and that's just the experience I've gained from understanding that. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it and learned something. That's all I got for you. Until next time, later.